Continuing from where we left off, we have the set and the dictionary. So set is pretty straightforward. Um, the manifest type creator of set is the braces, the pair of braces, the curly brackets, and we start listing explicit data inside the curly brackets and purposely typing in repeated data. All right, and when we print it out, we see that only unique values are stored inside the set. Notice number one, that the data can be mixed type. There's an int here, there's a float here, and there's a string here. Number two, only unique values are stored inside. Number three, the order, the sequence is not guaranteed. That means, for example, we type in 4 here, followed by a 4. We might expect that, this 4 was erased and then the 4 appears behind. But no, the first 4 was retained, the second 4 was removed. And Python has the right to subsequently, without informing us, reorder this. And then later on, when you print S again, it becomes 4, 3, 2, 6, 6.1, D. Yeah. So it's entirely unordered. We cannot expect the order to be of any significance to us. And to see what the data supports, what set value supports, we can do a dir. All data value types support some kind of operations. All right, so for example, what does a set come with? All right, certain functions are only applicable to sets. So what does the set data type come with? We sometimes call them the methods rather than functions. So a set can have copy, difference, discard, intersection, and all these, right? Remove. So we can remove certain data, and we can also use the help function and say help s dot remove. How do I run this function? Oh, if you want to remove an element from a set, it must be a member. Raise a key error. So what is the so if I want to remove 4, right? So I just simply say s dot remove 4, which is a member of the set S. You cannot say position number 2, because that's no meaning at all. Position has no meaning in S in the set. So now it's sets now, no more 4, right? So we can do all that, and you can try on with union and intersection, the usual mathematical definition of that, to combine 2 sets into a new set, right? That's a result. As a result of the operations, you get a new set. And lastly, we want to just look at how to drive this vehicle and use this data type called dictionary, which is very important, very powerful, and it represents some sort of a dictionary, as we started off discussing. You can also think about it as a quick search. All right, give me the value represented by the key 3. What is the meaning of 2.2? Or maybe another better question is, how do you spell out 2.2? So you say, okay, give me the value of number 2.2, and that's the string called two.two. Wow, so it's a bit like a little miniature Google search within the space defined by the contents of the dictionary. So let's look at D again. We have this, right? And if we say, what is the meaning, or how do you type out 2.2 in English? You see that? It's a bit kind of an auto search, auto answering kind of situation. So certain form of intelligence can be derived from it. If you're doing some sort of AI stuff or miniature AI searching for answers, think about dictionary, right? As a modeling tool, as a data type to model the situation that you have. So likewise, we can say, what is the value of the key called 3 as a string? Then we'll get 3.333. Notice it's always given the left, find out what is the right. That's why it's called key value. It's asymmetrical. You cannot start searching for 2.2 as a string and get back a 2.2 here, the value. So you cannot do that. Okay, but you can always create a new dictionary, all right, that swaps the values. So going from value back to the original key. provided the value itself is one of the scalar types. Now, we can, of course, have very complicated structures like this. Okay, earlier on, our P was a list, all right, and we can say my tuple is mapped to T, right? My set, and of course, we say is mapped to S. You can even say my dictionary is mapped to D, another dictionary. Okay, so there's no error, first of all. Of course, no error because it's a, first of all, it's scalar type. Nice key value, not complex, structured, composite data type. You cannot have a list on the left-hand side. No. All right, basic atomic scalar data type. Is mapped to anything, any data type, any value of any data type. All right. So we tried out everything here, and that seems to work fine. So what is D2? Cool, right? Because D2 has these key value pairs that actually map to the values that P, T, S, and D contain. And D in particular is a dictionary that is having a set of key value pairs that they themselves map to something else, right? And it's all very hierarchical, very systematic, very complex, but very clear. There is no ambiguity in accessing any part of it. For example, I like to know this tree. What is the value of this? But I need to get to this tree by first getting to this dictionary. And to get to this value called this value dictionary, I need to access the key called my dictionary. So I can say what is the dictionary as indicated by my dictionary. Now this will give me the entire dictionary, at which point I can say then give me the value of the key having the string 3. Can you see that? And this should give me 3.333. And why is that? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put a code around that. I should say that's intentional to show you why you shouldn't do that. But no, that's an honest mistake. So here, I gain access to the entire dictionary here, at which point I can select using the key 3 here. Now, just to demonstrate that Python is not relying on the variable D2, let me just copy this dictionary, all right? I paste it here, which is itself a manifest type dictionary value. It's a value because everything is known. There's nothing that's hidden or unknown yet. Number 2 is we clearly know it is a dictionary, not a set. Remember, because there are colons inside. So definitely Python knows it's a dictionary, not a set. Now I can say select from this dictionary the key value string 3. And there should be no error. There should be no error because I'm selecting from a legitimate dictionary with a valid key with the spelling 3. And so I should get the value which is happened to be 3.333. Okay, so I hope through these demonstrations you are beginning to get a clear and solid understanding of how Python sees all these data, how the data type affects how Python reacts to your read or write commands and statements.